Good afternoon, my friend. We're now at the North Pole. This is the coldest place on our planet. But even here, there are many interesting things, so do not turn off the video, because today we will travel to the coldest corner of the world. Go! As you can see, my friend, there is nothing here that we are used to see at home. We are surrounded by glaciers everywhere. There are huge chunks of ice that look like ice mountains. On the surface is only a small part of the glacier, and the rest hiding underwater. So you can imagine how huge they really are. The most interesting phenomenon at the North Pole is, of course, the Northern Lights. It appears in the night sky in the early evening and illuminates everything with its magical light. In high school on physics lessons, you will learn more about this phenomenon. Although the polar bear looks white, but in fact their fur is transparent. It has a large layer of fat that does not freeze in cold conditions. The dense coat of polar bears kept them dry, even after a long stay in the water where they spend most of their lives. And one more interesting fact, the bear's tongue is blue. And do you know who is it? There are the northern birds, which are called penguins. And this is the only bird on the earth who cannot fly. But for that, they walk on two legs, like a human, and swim like a fish. On land, these birds are very clumsy. And when they fall, it's difficult for them to stand on their feet. Because of that, at some polar stations, there is a profession, lifter of penguins. This is a person who helps penguins to get up. And by the way, do you know that penguins, like people, live in families? And all of the family together form a large colony, and there are so many penguins. And let's try to count our penguins. So how many penguins are there on the screen? 1, 2, 3. And now, 2 young penguins came to them from school. So how many penguins are now in front of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Well done! And let's go back to polar bears and count them. So how many bears are there on the screen? This is mother bear and son bear. We have 2 bears. From the store to them came the daddy bear and brought fish for dinner. How many bears do we see now? 1, 2, 3. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So this is a family of our northern residents. Thank you, friend, for not being afraid to walk with me in the cold North Pole. Write in comments how many family members you have. It would be interesting for me to know more about my friend. See you soon!